Well, hello there. Welcome to day 3 of the 5-day series, Feed Your Roots Today, How Leaders Lead in Troubled Times. I'm glad that you're taking a few minutes of your day to spend with me so I can share with you a few ideas that I have on how you can help you and your team make it through these unprecedented times that the pandemic has given us. So today we're going to talk about those faces, those familiar faces you're probably missing. I'm not talking about the ones on Zoom, right, or whatever FaceTime you're using. I'm talking about the people in your life that were kind of taken for granted, maybe. Not the ones that you're stuck with in stay-at-home quarantine, but the ones that you're missing right now. So to get to there, let me do a quick recap of the Feed Your Roots series. As we know, we are paying homage to the root structures of the prairie plants. That's why they're able to persevere and be resilient, is because they're 70% root structures. We talked about folks who've been through really difficult times. Admiral Stockdale, who pointed out that those who survived the prisoner of war camps were the ones that acknowledged the new realities and then also held out hope that they'd make it through. So having that balanced approach. And we also talked about Viktor Frankl in his book, Man's Search for Meaning. He talked about his experience of getting through the concentration camps of World War II and how it was about creating space between the stimulus and the response, having the freedom to choose your response and rooting that response in a purpose bigger than yourself. So that's where we are. We got you all caught up in that quick time. And now let's talk about this idea of these familiar faces, the village life that you're used to, that you're not having great success living because you're stuck at home, which is a good thing. Stay at home. But the thing that to be aware of is you might have heard Dunbar number. The Dunbar number is based on a sociologist named Robin Dunbar. And this is the idea that most people have heard of, like this, the Rolodex, that you can keep the number of people in your head, right? So that's kind of the tribe that you belong to. But Dunbar has a couple different concentric circles of numbers, and I want to focus in on the 55 and 1s. And so this is basically the idea that we have people in our lives that have a higher degree of intimacy with, that are in the 1 category, than the 5 category. You can also, there's a 15 category if you look at his stuff, at the link that's in the blog post. But I wanted to think kind of in terms of 50, right? These are the 50 people that surround you in your daily life, in your weekly life, in your monthly life, that you may not be seeing on a regular basis face to face anymore. So this is probably one of the most important things you can do right now for your mental health and your well-being getting through this is how can you stay in contact with these people if you're not going to run into your favorite barista or you're going to see the people that you take yoga class with. One of the things you can do is start by listing them out. If you took a few minutes and wrote down the list of people, of everyone that you interact with that you haven't seen this month and you want to stay in contact with, you want to stay connected to, this is a great chance for you to do that. And then think about, on a daily basis, reaching out to 2 to 3 of them, phone call, FaceTime, whatever it's going to be, just to say, hey, how are you doing? I'm thinking about you. I wanted to kind of let you know that I'm here for you. What's going on with you? Because this is the beautiful thing that John O'Donohue, the Irish poet, talked about. It was an old Irish saying that a burden shared is a burden halved. And right now, what you need is somebody you can talk to. You can at least share the difficulties that you're going through, and they can share back to you. Because what you're going to find is, with both of you sharing that, the load goes in half. So here's your chance to take advantage of the 55 and 1. Look at the 50 people in your life that you have a weekly or monthly interaction with that you haven't been in much contact with the last couple of weeks. List them out. And then reach out to 2 to 3 of them a day. You can see on my calendar back there, there's green, and those greens are the people that I've reached out to and I talked to. So you'll find it's going to be really calming for you. It's nice to have somebody to share with and also hear the crazy stories. I bet you've been hearing from some people. This is kind of the natural tendency right now, is to reach out to the people that we're missing. So reach out to those people. Say, hey, I'm here for you. How are you doing? And see what they say. And be there. Be present with them. All right? So there you go. That's day 3. That's your insight, the Dunbar number, the 50 people in your life, and how can you stay in contact with them, okay? Well, See you tomorrow for day 4. And as always, leave comments and of your ideas and your experiences in the comment field below. And I'd love to hear from you. This is certainly a journey. I don't have all the wisdom. I've only fallen down enough to say, hey, this is how you get back up. And I'd love to learn from you. So please let me know what you're experiencing and what ideas and tips you have to share, because this makes it stronger for all of us. So thanks again for feeding your roots today. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.